In here, and today I want to show you guys my elemental disaster death profile. I've been trying to do this for a while, but for some reason I was unable to go on Death Pro for over a month. So I had to wait till it came to DN, and my computer is finally up to a point where I can record again. So yeah. Anyway, on to death profile. One red or a small dragon, the key card in any dragon deck, regardless if it's heretics, chaos dragons, disaster dragons. This card is a must. Spell summons a dragon from my hand or my graveyard once per turn. It's also 2300 beats it. I spell summon itself from my hand by banishing one face of dragon type monster from my side of the field. So it's just a really good card. Triple Tempest, the key card for this deck. That's the Darkness Mill. It is this one. It is one of the main cards. Since it has the most targets in this deck, for my estimated count, having about 8 targets. Well, 10 targets. Sorry, if you include the 2 Tempest Dragons and 10 targets. Tempest Dragon, a Cyclones has a few effects. It can be also summoned by banishing 2 other monsters that are wind and or dragon type monsters from my hand and or graveyard. And spell summon this card from my hand and or graveyard. There's a lot of and ors in these elemental dragons effects. It returns to hand during my opponent's end phase, so it has somewhat like a spirit effect, I guess. I can discard Tempest and 1 wind type monster from my hand to the graveyard to add 1 dragon type monster from my deck to my hand. Like Darkness Mill, for example. That would be a card I would preferably go for. Also, Tempest, when it's banished, I have to add 1 wind type dragon type monster from my deck to my hand. The only real downside of this card is that you can only use one of the Tempest one effect of Tempest per turn, and you can Tempest. Sorry, let me rephrase that. You can only use the effect of Tempest once per turn and only once that turn. That means you can't use the effect of any other Tempest, which isn't exactly that big of a repercussion. Although sometimes I wish I can use like 2 or more, but whatever. Blaster is the strongest attack point monster out of all the elemental dragons with 2800. Its effect is pretty much the exact same as Tempest in terms of special summoning conditions, except we banish 2 fire. If it's banished, I have to add 1 fire type dragon monster from my deck to my hand. Also, its discard effect is pretty good as well. I can discard this card and 1 fire type monster from my hand to my graveyard to pretty much pop any card my opponent controls. It's just I like that ability, just being able to like pop any card that I think would annoy me. Like I can pop their BLS, I can pop their back row. But I'm playing oh, I was mostly I'm playing against Macro Rabbit, but never mind, I can't use this effect. So yeah, and then Redox is extremely good. It's not the best in this deck, but it has use. It's a 3000 defense wall, so I can stall. Also, when it's banished, I can add 1 Earth type monster from my deck, Earth type dragon monster from my deck to my hand, like Exploder or the 2 Golem dragons. Exploder and 2 Golem. Also, I can discard 1 Earth type monster along with 3 dots in order to special summon 1 monster, any monster from my graveyard. So pretty much it has a built-in reborn effect like Darkness Mill, except it's not as splashable. Well, not splashable. Not as usable, but the ability just to be able to revive Darkness Mill or any other dragon in my graveyard is a really good ability, and I don't think I should pass it by. Yeah. Then we're going on to the triple Coatimi Drago. In this format, I see Evil Swarms and Constellars are going to be big once they're released. Also, there are rogue decks like Chaos Dragons and Asians are used, as well as Dark Worlds, and it helps against those matchups, as well as because of I believe Kalut went to 3. Black Wings probably will be seeing a bit more play. So collecting Redrade will help me stop their spells or summoning. So yeah. Next, I run Double Wyvern, which is just to revive Darkness Spell. Triple Mass Dragon is my Battle Searcher. Allows me to search out any of these. Yeah, any of these. Um, it's also a target for Blaster Dragon. So yeah. One Delta Flyer, searchable by a Tempest and Mass Dragon. It's my main tuner of the deck, although I do run 2 Debris Dragon as well. Delta Flyer is the best tuner in this deck. Allows me to easily get into my range 7s, 8s, and my 10s. Well, my only 10 is Trident. Sorry, what did I do that for? 2 Debris Dragon, because, I need a little. I thought I needed a little bit more target with Tempest Dragon, as well as the fact that Debris Dragon can spell summon Golem Dragon from the graveyard, allow me to go to rank 4s a lot easier. Um, it's, it's also a 2K wall, spell summon number 1 Mass Dragon, so stalling ability is in this deck as well. And occasionally I use it to synchro, but not often. Double Golem Dragon can just mainly for target with Debris Dragon and Mass Dragon and Redox. But 2 of these on the field does equal an attack lock, which I sometimes will go for if I'm in a bad position. Also, Golem Dragon plus Queen Dragoon Jin is like very close to a battle lock because Queen Dragoon Jin prevents them destroying my Golem Dragon in my battle, and Golem only allows them to attack my Golem Dragon. So, yeah. One Explorer Dragon because Explorer Dragon can pop cards that annoy me. And one Flame Veil Guard, it is a tuner as well. So it has use in that respect. As well as the fact that there's a 2K wall. And I have been thinking about adding Catastor, but I'm not sure exactly what to take out, but I'll think about that later. Also, for spells, I run Double Lance. Protect my monsters, weaken my opponent's monsters so any of my creatures can get over them. Triple Gold Sarcophagus makes the deck go around, I guess. Allows me to instantly banish, add, then go off. Triple MST for back row. One Dark Hole, one Heavy Storm, one Monster Reborn are the staple cards. Onto the traps, double Boundless, then double Compulse, double Mirror Force, one Torrential, and one Dark Bribe. If you notice, I'm not running Solemn Warning or Solemn Judgment. Solemn Judgment, I feel, is way too much life points to pay in general because throughout all my experience in competitive play, I have lost so many games just because I use a Solemn Judgment. And as for Warning, sure it can stop summons like doors and stuff, but I mean I already got Kawaki for that. As well as I'd rather have the ability to blow up more of their monsters than just stop one and pay 2,000. So yeah. That's it for the main deck. Onto extra deck. Zen mains, Leviair, and Leviathan are pretty much the main three rank threes. Maestro, just I did mini I rank 4 Zen mains that can have a Booker Moon effect. Lightning Chidori, just so I can somewhat control my opponent's field a little more. Queen Jin protection, also spells summons any of my elementals and darkness mail. Utopia is Utopia. Big Eye, I can just steal my opponent's monsters. And Gaia, because if I'm trying to go for game with Big Eye, just drop a guy on top of it, and I can just go for game from there. I also run for synchros. For all 7s, I run Explorer Dragon Wing and Black Rose. Explorer Dragon Wing is pretty much somewhat attached to a burn effect. And with lands, its effect is a lot easier to use. Black Rose Dragon is because it blows up the field. Stardust protects me from destruction. Colossal Fighter is a wall that can keep spell summon itself over and over again, and also helps me evade Sam's. Strap Dragon is Strap Dragon, and Trident Dragon for the possible Trident Dragon OTK. That's it for this deck. Overall, I think it's a really good deck. It still has a lot of work to be done. But I believe this deck has a lot of potential, and if you guys have any ideas about what I should change, anything you guys think I should run, like any card that you think isn't doesn't work well with the deck, or some ideas that will work well with the deck, and stuff like that. So remember to rate, comment, subscribe, share the videos, just and keep posting in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys next time.